Adventure awaits you. I'm going to teach you about lifestyle design and how to create the lifestyle that you've always wanted to live. Welcome to the adventure of a lifetime, and welcome to the Himalayas. The one thing I noticed about lifestyle design is we don't learn about it in schools. We don't teach it to our children. And we do not understand that we can design the lifestyle and the lives that we want to live. We sacrifice things in order to buy things that we don't want, to keep up with people that we don't care about. And we live normal lives because that's what we think we have to do. Go out on the adventure of your life. Create the lifestyle and the life that you want to live. It is about creating happy for you, whatever that looks like. And on this trek, I'm going to encourage you to do just that. On our way from Kathmandu to a little town outside of Surinj called Zagat, and we are going to start our trek on the Annapurna Circuit from there. The views are phenomenal of the mountains and the people and the motorcycles and the buses that are cruising past us. And it is exhilarating. Yeah, that was great. I've talked to several people on the trek, living a life of adventure. And I think what happens is we get stuck with these anchors and they weigh us down, and we accept obligations and commitments and cars we think we have to drive and certain houses we think we have to live in from other people's perspective. And we don't mold and shape the life that we want to live in. This is Dave from Michigan. Hey, Dave.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
So look at the scenery around us. There are hills surrounding us. There are donkeys in the background. And I found out that Dave is actually from my hometown in the area. He's from Michigan.
That's right, Midland, Michigan, just down the road from Flint.
And you've been off work for several months.
That's right. I just hit 6 months after working a corporate job for 4 years. I got a little burnt out and decided to take a break and see the world. 6 months in, it's been amazing.
And now we are on the Annapurna Circuit, and Dave is hiking along the same route that we are on. I think there's a lot of people that feel like they want to do something, but they're terrified of doing it. So how did you get the confidence to just up and quit your job and take 6 months to see the world? Tell me what that takes.
I can tell you a few months before I made the decision, I would have been one of those same people that said I could never do it. That's crazy. But it got to the point where I didn't really have balance in life, which is something that's important to me. I knew it was right. It was such a strong feeling. I was so excited.
What I want you to do is think about 6 areas of your life, and they entail your home life. What does it look like? Your job life, your friends, your spiritual life, and your hobbies and special interests. And as you draw those areas out, I want you to dream way out into the future. Imagine what life would be like in each of those areas if you were living the life that you're dreaming of, and it was exactly the way you wanted it to be. Don't rule out anything for money. Don't rule out anything because you think it's impossible. Just dream out a new direction in each area. I want to introduce you to Nick from California, who is also on the Himalayan trek. Tell me a little bit about when you started out, and maybe even she's scaring donkeys. Tell me a little bit about what made you decide to do the Annapurna Circuit.
Me and my fiance decided we just needed a break from work. I left my job, and she's an attorney, so she needed some time to decompress. And so a couple months ago, we were like, let's just buy some tickets and commit, and we'll figure the rest out like right before we get here.
Just so you know, everyone does not have to quit their job to come to Kathmandu. But I think what happens is we get stuck in a rut. We get stuck in the mundane, and we work so hard that we lose track of what's really important. And so what kinds of things are just going through your head as you're hiking through the mountains?
I think you kind of, it took like the first 2 days. One, it helped getting out of Kathmandu, just the chaos there. But then like yesterday in particular, you kind of hit this point of clarity of like, what do I really want? What do I really need? You kind of walk by these villages and see how people are obviously not just surviving, but thriving and happy. And you kind of shed a lot of this like mental weight. And I expect to do it even more like every day that we go up there. So
that's fabulous. You know where we get stuck? In what other people think. And it doesn't matter what other people think. You know what my daughter said? She Skyped me the day before I headed out on the trek, and she said, I just want you to know this is not normal. People do not go trek the Himalayas on their vacation. I want you to reject normal. I want you to reach for whatever it is that's in your heart. Well, I'm here with Tara on the top of a very long trek, and I can't believe she's not breathing heavy because it's been crazy just getting here. But Tara, tell me what you're doing post-school.
So I just graduated Tulane University in May. I am heading out into the world for about 1.5 to 2 years. I've been saving money, for 10 years, and I worked really hard for the trip to be able just to travel and spontaneously go from country to country. I'm right now hiking the Annapurna Circuit in Nepal.
Which is just hard as crap.
Which is one of the hardest things I've ever done. I have been to, amazing places. I went to India for 2 months, to Thailand, and it's seriously been the most amazing life experience I've ever had. I feel more alive than I ever have been. I do see my friends sitting in offices and they're like, why am I doing this? And I'm right now living like my life to the fullest.
That is fantastic. Well, if you had some advice for those people that I'm trying to encourage to live fantastic lives, what would be a piece of advice that you'd give our audience?
I would say just get out there, and you might be looking at screensavers and saying, oh, I wish I could go there. I wish I could go to that amazing beach or those mountains that we're in right now. I would say just do it, this is living, and saying, oh, well, I have this job and whatever responsibilities. It's like, they're going to be there when you come back. That job is going to be there. Those responsibilities will be there. But right now, you can just kind of put your side responsibilities on pause and go explore the world and meet amazing people. I meet awesome people every time I travel, and I'm traveling alone right now, but everywhere I go, I find super awesome people that I go explore Nepal with.
Which is commendable. I can't tell you how many times people tell me the reason I don't go is I don't have someone to travel with.
I will say traveling alone makes you way more social. I used to be really shy and kind of in myself and scared to talk to other people, but traveling alone forces you to talk to other people. There's way more people traveling alone than you think, and I feel like a different person in all good ways.
You are a different person.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of your Annapurna trek. And
you,
hopefully I will make it to the end of this trek too. You can pick a career that matches the type of activities that you enjoy. You want to be indoors, you want to be outdoors, you want to work during the day, you want to work in the evening. What kind of life and work do you enjoy? You can do the same thing with where you live and all of the other aspects of your life. As we've been on this trek, we have met people who have quit their jobs to get repositioned and decide on their strategy for life. We have found people finishing college and deciding to take a year to dream and envision the life they want to lead. And we've found just people that have taken a couple weeks off of work to discover an amazing place and tour the Himalayas. You could be any one of those as you map out the path and the life that you want to live. I want you to reject normal. I want you to reach for whatever it is that's in your heart. And I want you to find those paths and that direction that you're being called to. And I want you to live an incredible life that has nothing to do with what other people think or what other people expect of you. You could live in a tiny home, you could live in a giant home, you could live out of a trailer, it doesn't matter. Design the lifestyle that you want to live and then go live it.